Jalen, what's the first bowl practice has been like for y'all and getting ready to play this Maryland team?
The first couple, it been exciting. You been in practice?
Not yet.
Not yet. It been exciting because we all took like 2 weeks off, so we came back fresh, ready to roll. So we just having fun. We just having fun competing against the offense, good on good, and really haven't really got too much into Maryland yet. But that starts tomorrow. But it just these past couple practices is basically getting us back our feet back wet.
Have you made a decision if you're going to come back here next year?
Oh yeah, I thought everybody knew that.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So want to make sure.
Jalen, we talked to Cam Stutz yesterday. He mentioned that Tyler Johnson, the young left tackle, was stepping up, having a pretty good camp. What have you seen out of him?
Man, he got like 10 times better. I'm literally meaning 10 times better since he came in from fall camp, and we've been having some good one-on-ones. And I'm like, wow, that's not the same Tyler that I was going up a few weeks ago. That's how crazy it is. Like, and he finally understanding that his role about to be bigger, and he had to step up. And he's working in the weight room. He's getting extra work to gain his weight, maintain his weight. So Tyler definitely stepped up and becoming better, literally.
You've talked this season about this various money games, so to speak. Now you get to do it in an NFL stadium. Is that have you played in an NFL stadium ever? Is it something you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I played in an NFL stadium once. It was at App State, the Duke Classic, versus East Carolina. Eastern Carolina, yeah. And it was in Carolina Stadium. But it's no difference, It just gonna be a little same game, same big game. Yeah.
Jalen, I know Malik Blackton was supposed to join you all the true freshman ball practice. Have you seen him out there at all yet? The freshman defensive lineman?
Nah, I haven't seen it yet. No.
What do you think the potential is for this defense next year, especially the pass rush? I know y'all are going to have some new faces after a while and some new guys, but you're coming back and some several other dudes this year. What do you think the potential is for that group?
It's through the roof because you have Keldrick Falk. I was just talking with Keldrick. He said he missed a lot of plays on the table and he hungry. Then you have Jamonte. He's coming in, the 5-star. I talked to him. He's hungry too. You see his tape. So we got a lot of people coming in that's hungry and ready to go, and they know what they bring to the table, and they just gotta believe in themselves. That's really it.
What have you seen out of Britton Williams so far in ball practice?
He's stepping up too. Britton definitely stepped because he knows that it's just me and him right now, and it's gonna be Jamonte when he come. So he know that he gotta compete. He gotta keep competing, come practice ready to work, and that's what he's been doing. So he's stepping up too.
You think he can help you guys out a little bit more next year?
Definitely, I definitely do.
You mentioned, Tyler and now Brenton, but just, I guess, on the whole, just this bowl preparation for the young guys, just how have you seen that been impactful for them just so far?
It's helping them mentally because they know a lot of people leaving the transfer pool, a lot of people leaving, so they know they time is coming sooner or later, right? Like they know they gotta work right now, not wait, not be lazy. They gotta get in the film room, they gotta be ready to in the weight room, on the field. They just can't mess up no more. They're not young no more.
Jalen, talking about those guys that are kind of entering the transfer portal, coming in, what is it about Auburn that separates it from any other program?
We welcome anybody that come in the transfer portal. They welcome myself. So it's no hard feelings, none of that if they leave because we know they gonna better themselves. And when people coming in, we welcome with all arms, open arms. So
coming from App State, what is it about Auburn that felt like home to you?
Coach Freeze. He was genuine. Still is to the day. He honest. That's what you want as a coach. Coach Robert, he was honest. When I came here, he told me it was gonna happen. It happened.
Now, last year, bowl eligibility was on the line for App State against Georgia Southern.
Yeah.
And you guys did not get a trip to a bowl game. So now this year, how excited are you to play for Auburn?
I'm very excited because I haven't been to a bowl game a year. Yeah. So, and I know every year bowl games be fun, and you playing against a different opponent that you not used to playing. So we playing Big Ten. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen.
I don't know if you know this because they announced it this morning, but Maryland's quarterback Talia, he's not going to play in this game. He opted out. Just how much does that change kind of y'all's perspective, or is it just kind of like, hey, it doesn't matter who's back there, we got to do the same thing?
It doesn't matter who, like you said, it doesn't matter who's back there, but at the same time, he was a huge part of the offense. Big Ten all-time lead passing yards. So it's going to change a little bit, but we still got to get out there the quarterback no matter what. But now we know it's not Tua. Wait, what's his name? Talia, yeah. I'm sorry. But Talia. But we know he's not back there, so we got to put more pressure on make sure because I know he's not as good as him, but still we gotta come in with a ready to play.
Yeah. We've heard from a few guys already these last couple of days about. I've kept hearing people say unfinished business next year. Coming back next year because they want to take care of it. For you, what is the unfinished business? What do you think? What do you think you're capable of, and this team's capable of next year?
The first thing I'm gonna talk about the team. We lost too many close games. Too many close games. It came down to 2 or 3 plays, and we got that. That's unfinished. That's leaving stuff on the table right there. And for me personally, coming in, me starting all shaky, injured. That's my unfinished business. I want to start off with a full head of steam, like I was in fall camp, roll that into the season. So my biggest thing leaving on the table is staying healthy. That's my biggest thing.
You being the guy from the DMV, playing Maryland, does that make this game any more personal for you?
It do, because I know a couple guys on the team, and literally, me knowing them, I grew up with them. So it's gonna be a lot of talking trash, but it's gonna be all fun. But when I'm out there, I'll make sure it's different in the SEC.
Yeah. A couple of young guys I want to ask you about. You mentioned Kelder just a moment ago. Said he felt like he left a lot on the table.
Yeah.
For a guy who played as much as he did as a true freshman, made many plays. What does that tell you about him and what he could do next year if he's looking back and thinking like, man, I could have done a lot more?
It is so he's hungry, you
Yeah.
know. And that right there, that's the first sign you want to see in a young player, how hungry he really wanted, like how bad he really wanted, and that's what Kelder showed all the time. He's in the film room. And he even seen it, like he told me he came back, he said he watched film like, dang, I could have did this better, I could have did that better. You're right. Now let's get it done. We're gonna see how we play it out next year.
Okay, so Stutz was in here yesterday, and we were talking about young offensive linemen. He mentioned Tyler Johnson, and he said there were a couple of reps where you were going against him, and he was holding up really well against you. What have you seen from him? Just those young offensive linemen, those guys that you're having to go up against in practice.
First of all, Tyler, he, like I said, he got much better, and then he's realized how much length he got at tackle. I guess he didn't know what he had in the beginning, but now he know he got these long arms. He's 6'6", 6'7", and he know all he got to do is now he got to realize he got to be more technique down, and then he just got to be more aggressive. Once he realizes those 2 things, he's gonna be great.
Jalen, Auburn basketball played at App State a couple weeks ago. Tell us what your feelings were during that game.
I when I was watching it, I was like, of course I was rooting for Auburn, but I'm like, okay, I know some of these guys at App State, so I know that I wanted them to win because it's gonna be a big game. But at the same time, I didn't want to lose because I knew people was gonna call me, and that's exactly what happened. They called me like, we own Auburn. I'm like, oh man, come on. The football, it's been a different story. It's been a different story with football, and that's the only excuse I could use. Yeah. But yeah, I got so many calls.
With signing day tomorrow, we've talked to a few people about like when transfers or when recruits come on to campus, trying to make them feel at home. Who was that kind of did that for you when you were on your visit here, and how much do you try to do that for some of these guys that are going to be coming in your room?
Keontae. I was with Keontae, and Keontae, y'all know his personality. He open book, and he like to have fun. He not wild, too wild, but he makes sure we have fun, and that's what I be with Keontae. Take him bowling, have fun, take him around the town, and let him know that Auburn a fun place off the field. You can't just get in trouble. That's it. That's it.
Probably already been asked this, but how do you feel like the season went for you? Obviously, you kind of were banged up, and then you kind of found some rhythm. How do you feel like it went? What do you think it can be next year, going into next year?
I was just talking my coach about this. I give myself like a C+, because like I said, I started off shaky, missed some plays in the beginning of the season. In the back end, I turned it up a little bit, but it still wasn't what it should have been, And for next year, I want to be. The goal I see myself is being first team, second team, SEC, defensive player. So that's what I see myself as being.
Was there anything about the SEC that surprised you? Do you think maybe just you being banged up limited you, or was there some adjustments to the SEC that you feel like, okay, now I know that going into next year?
The biggest adjustment was how much better the QB talent is compared to Sunbelt. They look through all their reads, and when they feel pressure, they know how they got awareness. So when you think you're there, you're not there. You gotta finish the play. That's the biggest thing. The second biggest thing is of course the old linemen. They more athletic. They big and athletic at the same time. So those are 2 biggest things. But I don't think that's really a big problem. That's something I was adjusting to through the season.
What's one or two things that you specifically think you're going to work on, that you studied your game, whatever it might be? What do you think are one or two specific things that you're like, I got to get better at this?
The first thing is maintain my weight. Make sure, because I came before I came, I was 246. I lost like 10 pounds. So that hindered me a little bit, my explosiveness. So if I stayed at right there, stayed at the weight that I was at fall camp and Cal, then that right there is the first thing I have to do. The second thing is just finishing plays. When I'm, like I said, pass rushing, when you think you're there, when you think you got to open, when you see the quarterback vision, the tackle's still on you, so I got to finish my swipe, my dip. I got just finish my pass rush at the top of the rush. So that's really it. Finish at the top of the rush.
That's kind of where you want to be, 245?
Yes, 245. Yeah. So I can play, if I do lose a little bit of weight, play at 240. That's still a great weight to play at. Yeah.
You good?